Welcome to Softcore Wellness. I'm Savannah.
And I'm Chelsea. This is a space to explore without pressure, perfectionism, or performance.
Softness, strength, and being human.
That's the vibe.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Hi. We are so excited today because we have our first in-studio guest,
Yay.
My friend Kai, and now our friend.
Yes,
and
welcome.
friend of the pie. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you in our Softcore space.
Yeah.
Here at Softcore Wellness, we believe that wellness encompasses mind, body, and spirit, and that it's led by curiosity and it's not dogmatic and it changes with you as you change. And so I'd just love for you to share where you see yourself in the wellness space.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when you first told me about this podcast, I was really excited because that's literally the same vibe that I go by. But I'm a spiritual life coach, and what we're going to talk about later is my challenge, Sacred 60, which is basically based on that same exact principle, mind, body, spirit. And yes, it's like kind of like a workout challenge, but I also encourage everybody who joins to be very intentional with what your body is saying that it needs and not forcing yourself to be in a place that you're not, but showing up, you know what I mean? But not like pushing yourself when you know you can be pushed and then allowing yourself to like ease into that space where you might feel like you need to like maybe stretch or relax or be present, but maybe not go so hard because we are women. Yeah. And, you know, we have cycles, we have emotions, and I think that those things need to be honored. And I think as women, we're like spearheading a movement. I know maybe we don't see it that way because we've been so like silenced, but we're spearheading the movement of like presence and awareness of ourselves so that we can teach the world how to be the same way.
I love that.
And I think that's so important. Like the unseen parts of ourselves are actually really powerful, really important. So I talk about that a lot. And so that's
truly the foundation of everything that you're building on is that internal world.
Exactly.
I love that. Obviously, we're going to dive deeper on your challenge and how you got there. And another challenge you did that taught you everything you wanted to know about what not to do. But also, like, tell us a little bit about your journey. How did you get to this space? I know you started putting yourself out on social media kind of 2020-ish, right? 2021, COVID times, lockdown.
Yeah. So where do I begin? Okay. So I'm a spiritual life coach. Many people who have been on like a spiritual journey know that it's very like internal a lot of the time and also very hard, difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so challenging. Yes.
It's a lot, right? Like, so it got to a point where I've always been talking to myself. Like I'm a person who talks to myself a lot. I never really had a lot of...
This is true.
This is true. Sometimes I do it in front of people. But yeah, so even like as a child, like I would be talking myself through things. And like sometimes I would feel like I'm receiving messages. So at some point around 2020-ish, I decided that these aren't just for me. Like I should be saying these things so people can hear them. Like sometimes I'm learning these things. I feel like I have like this like awareness, this like knowledge, and I want to share it. So that's where that started. I didn't have any real intention beyond that. And then it slowly built up into, you know, a brand, which is just me. But that kind of also catapulted me into being a spiritual life coach, which is what I've always wanted to do, but didn't really have the words for it. I've always wanted to help people with life and with my spiritual knowledge. And that's what ended up happening. And then I just started getting clients and kind of doing it. So, yeah.
Okay. So for folks out there who may not know, what is a spiritual life coach?
Yes. If I were to come to you as a client, what does that like consultation look like? And what does that kind of look like for you? I'm sure you customize it to everybody's needs, but what is that like kind of agenda outline? Yeah,
well, so people come to me for usually, so right now what I mainly focus on is like confidence coaching. And I've gone through different stages throughout my coaching career, I guess, where I was doing manifestation more so at first. But now I have more focus on that. And so basically I help shift perspectives. So I don't, everyone's on their own journey, and I empower my clients to heal themselves, but I help them in the way that I help to shift their perspectives. I think a lot of times people are already on the right track. And because we are only seeing our lives through like this is you in this little spot, and you're like in this little circle, and this is your life, this is your family, your friends, whatever. And you're like, oh my God, I don't understand what's going on. And, am I doing this right? And it's like, if you have a bird's eye view, which is what I do, and I help people see themselves from my perspective, which is like, you're doing a great freaking job. Like you just told me you went from here to here, and you're wondering if that's you on the right path. Like, of course it is. But I think people just need that perspective shift, and they also need the internal feeling of confidence to be able to feel like they are on the right track. It's not necessarily about me getting you there. It's more so about me getting you there internally, so that you can trust yourself to take the next steps. Because that's always like the hardest part, right? Like you're doing it, but you don't feel good doing it. And so what I help people do is feel good doing it, knowing that the divine is always guiding you. You're always being guided. You're always being helped. You're always being loved. And to kind of develop that sense of love within themselves.
I love that. I love that you mentioned trust building. I think trust building with yourself is so important. And I think that people can mistake or limit their definition of confidence, being like, I'm just confident in my body, or this like outward exterior, whether it's the energy you're radiating or that kind of thing. But really trust building with yourself to like trust the intuition, that intuitive voice within you, to help make decisions and to be empowered and trust build as you move and navigate through life and challenges. So I really, really love that part of the work that you're doing. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. We talk about that self-trust piece a lot so far. You haven't heard it all, but even in the last episode, just like reframing your mind to have like mini successes so that you can trust that you're on the path to like a bigger success. Because when you have those really big, like vague, I want to do this someday, like you need to note all the steps along the way are also wins, and having someone help point those out to you, I'm sure is super helpful.
Exactly. There's like literally millionaires who haven't gotten that yet. And they're always on this chase, and they never like feel like they made, like I've seen a couple of interviews of people who have like been very successful, and they're like, I don't feel like I'm there yet. Like, and I'm like, wow, like, so it's really internal. Like you never will feel that way until you choose to have that be the priority. Like I want to actually feel successful instead of the goal always being I want to be successful, whatever that even really means. Like you are successful.
Yes.
You just are.
I love that.
Right.
So operating like within that space.
And I love how you just reframed it too, instead of being into feeling. Is that something that comes up a lot with your clients?
Yes. And that's kind of, so I think it's Neville Goddard that has that book, The Feeling is the Secret.
Okay.
And that's something that I have to remind myself and my clients of all the time, is that sometimes we're like chasing this thing that we perceive to be the goal. And whether you reach that or not, like the feeling that you have along that journey is actually the secret. Even when it comes to manifestation, right? Like when we speak about visualizing or feeling into what that feels like, what that future self feels like that's the secret. Like that's the vehicle to that place. It's like, how do you feel safe now? How do you feel loved now? How do you feel supported now? And then through those feelings, you're creating a frequency around you that is going to now attract that. So the feeling actually is the secret. Like that's where I start kind of assessing my clients. Like how do you feel? How do you feel in your life right now? Where do you feel imbalanced? Where do you feel more balanced? And how do we kind of like fill those gaps? Sometimes I have my clients do like a life wheel. I don't know if you've heard of that. Yeah.
But for the listeners that may not, please
tell us what a life wheel is.
A life wheel. A life wheel is, and I kind of created my own because I've seen different ones out there. But it's basically assessing, it's a wheel. And it'll have like social life, financial life, love life, and different aspects of your life.
Like a little pie.
Like a little pie.
A piece of the pie.
Exactly. So the goal is to assess all of the pieces of those pie. All of the pieces of those pie. All of the pieces of that pie. And the goal is to have a big fat pie. Like the goal isn't just finances. The goal isn't just how you look. The goal is really at least a decent amount of all of those things.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of build from there.
Definitely.
To kind of like, create a full sense of yourself in your life.
I love that.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the life pie, yum yum, is a big piece of the assessment.
That's what we're calling it from now on.
The life pie.
Delicious. You're missing some ingredients in your life pie.
Literally. But what other things do you kind of jump in to start with and assess with new clients on like your spiritual coaching?
Let's see. Well, I usually just they usually come to me for a specific reason.
Okay.
So we'll focus on that and address that first. But like I said, usually we do kind of get back to that confidence piece. But I do like to have expression as a part of it, a part of the healing. Sometimes people need a place to express. That's
totally.
Being aware of what needs to be addressed is part of addressing it. And so allowing them to just kind of speak through it. But yeah, basically I assess them as they're speaking and I hear their limiting beliefs through their speech.
Yes.
And I hear,
of course,
their desires through their speech. And that's what I know we now need to work on. So it's really just based on each client.
Yeah.
But yeah, the life wheel and then getting them to understand what their desired feeling is, what their desired life is through the feeling that they're looking for. Because another thing is like a lot of times where you're looking, the reason you even have that goal is really because of the feeling. Like you want financial success because you want to feel secure.
Yes.
You want love or like a partner because you want to feel loved. And maybe you don't feel that within your family or your friend groups.
Definitely.
So anyways, so just kind of like assessing where they're at through what they're saying to me. And that's kind of like how I make that assessment. But I don't do, I don't do, I don't do like consultation calls anymore. Like I used to do those for free just to get to know them.
Yeah.
Now I kind of like gear my work towards a specific audience, which is like, right now it's confidence building and I do that through the Sacred 60 Challenge and also through one-on-one coaching.
Yeah.
But so that's my geared audience right now. That could change in the future. But usually people just know and then they just book and then we work from there. Yeah.
But I think one thing that you were talking about is, or to me, it's like, again, the trust building, but really tuning in to teach people how to have that self-awareness and emotional awareness, which I think, our society doesn't really teach us to do, or at least I feel like I wasn't raised to really, really tune in. And so I think that that's also a really big empowering tool to have to be able to grow your confidence in making decisions and feeling confident and secure in what you have and fulfilled instead of always grasping for something, to be able to label this feeling and know that every feeling isn't always like a permanent feeling as well.
Yeah, exactly. I also realize and notice that a lot of people deal with like imposter syndrome.
Oh, totally.
So that's definitely something that I address a lot. Just this feeling of like, which is so interesting. And I've felt this too, but like you got there for some reason. And then when you get there, you're like, I don't know if I should be here. It's like suddenly you forgot all of the reasons why you're here in the first place. But yeah, I do help people through those situations as well. And it's just about like even just like physical representations of confidence sometimes. Like if you just, when you're speaking and whenever you feel that way and you're like, I don't know if I'm saying this the right way, just like sit up. Take a breath.
Yeah.
And then say it.
Yeah.
Like power stand.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about. That's why you're saying it. Like it's just about like taking up more space in the places that you are and like owning it. Because you're only here because you said that you wanted to be here and you took the steps to be here. So that's why you're here. So like own that whole thing. Own the whole, like even the failures. Like if this is wrong, it's wrong proudly.
Right.
And
I love that.
owning that.
Right out loud.
Yeah. So sometimes it's like I help people to also drop into their bodies and like certain stances, certain like body awareness, like notice your breath. Are you feeling shallow breath? Like take a deep breath, like, and just be back here in your body. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up for some reason.
No, that's great. That's a good pro
mind.
tip because I think so. It gives the listeners something to tune into and something that they can practice day to day if they want to kind of integrate some of these methods and more confidence building in their own lives.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Overarching theme, I love that you're bringing everything back to feeling. Like you may have all of these goals that are like physical, tangible things in the world, but you're boiling it down to like, you actually just want to like feel this. And the tangible goal that you're working towards might not actually be the thing that delivers the feeling to you. And so getting people to really tune in and understand what they actually feel right now and what the road could look like. Or maybe you don't know what the road looks like to that feeling. And it could be something even better.
Yeah.
Imagined.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's not even like, there's also like alleviating the stress or the guilt of having to get it right the first time because life
1,000%.
Yeah. It's like life is literally about that journey. Like you're not supposed to get it right the first time. That's right. You're learning the first time. And so like when we were just talking about corporate America, that was the goal at one point because that's just really the only goal that anybody ever gave me. I never knew that anything else could be the goal. But once I got there and I got to a certain level of like stable success, I was like, well, I'm just not happy. Like I thought this was going to bring the happiness because like, once again, I had the goal of this idea and I didn't prioritize the feeling along the way. So once I got there, it's like I got there through the energy of stress or rushing. Sure. And then once I got there, what did I feel? Stressed and rushing.
Yeah, and your nervous system was probably also confused because you were in fight or flight, like getting there, like hustle, and then you're like,
now what?
I don't know how to exhale and like be present and like fully sit with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like you're asking for something, but you have to really pay attention to how you're getting there because that's where you're going.
Yeah.
How you're getting there is where you're going. There's not like a difference. Like it's not like once I get there, I'll be like, no, if you're climbing Mount Everest, you're climbing Mount Everest.
Yeah,
it's going to be shallow air up there. Shallow air, like you're sweaty. It's cold. Like that's what you were doing. So anyways.
No, I love that.
Yeah. No, you will never see me cringe harder than when like someone in their late teens or early 20s is like laying out their life plan for me.
Oh my God, haven't we all been there?
Like, yes. Oh, I did it too.
It's so embarrassing. If you were to ask 19-year-old me what I wanted in my life, I would be like, I don't know that girl. I don't know her.
Right? We have no idea what the journey has in store for us. But same, like I was like, I go to school, I get a job, I make good money, and then everything will be great. And then I got to that point and I was like, wait. What?
Yeah, what's happening?
Like, this is not great.
Something is missing.
Right. Yeah. So now what? And so I love that you can help people with the now what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's funny. One of my clients right now is a college student. And I'm like, I remember this.
Yes. Oh, sweet baby.
No, I love that. But what a great early time to like plug in. And I love that I feel like the youths are like tuning in to becoming more self-aware and emotionally aware and trust building with themselves and putting the energy into this kind of growth too. Because I think we've been so deprived of it for so long in a way that I like that they're feeling that at an earlier age and really putting
they've
themselves
gotten
out there.
to witness millennials and Gen X for sure be like, it ain't so great up here.
Yeah.
Find another way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they're also up against so much. Like this generation, like, oh my goodness, like between the pandemic and then like the president, the economy.
Oh yeah.
And just social media
it's
and
a lot.
Pressure. It's a lot. Yeah. So I feel like their awakening is happening maybe quicker or more, maybe like more in their face, you know? Because they're able to see people's failures also like very up close. Like, that's what not to do. Okay.
That's a great point. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Shout out to the youth.
Thank you for
Y'all
being
have got
here.
this. We're going to cheer you on.
Yes.
Got this.
The future is yours.
Yes.
Please make it better.
Right. Please make it better.
We did our best. So maybe a little bit of a hard left turn, or maybe speaking of failures that aren't really failures.
Yeah.
Last year, Kai, you decided to do the 75 hard challenge. I want to know a couple things. I want you to remind me what it is because I don't remember all the things. And 2, why?
Okay.
Okay, so
What
first,
is it and
what is
why?
it? Yeah.
Okay, so that's funny. You're like, you must have been going through something.
Kind of.
I was.
And I had never heard of it until like a month ago. So
Really?
yeah, give us the floor.
I don't
so
know how
funny.
she had never heard of it.
Never.
Yeah.
She's
She's
like,
like,
wait,
weird
what
because
is
I'm like
surprising?
really into those kinds of things
Yeah.
too. Anyway,
It's funny how many people don't know what it is because I thought I was seeing it everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Yeah.
I
But I
see.
guess if you know people who've done it, then it's like
Mhm.
everywhere. But anyway, 75 Hard is a 75-day challenge where there's a hard and I think there's a medium and a soft. But
Okay.
the hard is working out twice a day, drinking a gallon of water a day, taking a picture every day, and some other things.
Seeing
a dietary.
self.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, of yourself. A dietary change, and that might be it.
One of the workouts is like supposed to be outside though too.
Yes, one of the workouts is supposed to be outside.
And is there like like they're supposed to be at least like an hour, 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, 45 minutes each. So I don't know what the medium and the soft are, but I'm sure it's less than that.
Yeah. Progressive.
Yeah.
Us and then us.
Right. So yeah, that's what I did. And I didn't obviously show up every day the same way and
yeah,
you know, whatever. But that's the challenge. I did it also with a friend who didn't live near me, but we did it virtually.
Yeah.
As a support. So the reason I did it was because I was tired of being depressed. And I was like, I gotta, my dad passed away a few years ago, and then ever since he passed away in November, and already like the holidays are difficult, but then he passed away like a week before Thanksgiving, and then also
is just hard.
It's
that
so
is some
hard.
gnarly work.
It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And for a couple years I was down bad, and even on that third year, which was last year, that's when I decided because I already suffer from like I have PCOS as well. I also have like seasonal depression. Like if it's like this for too long, like this foggy energy.
Yeah.
I just get like, oh, what is life? So I was like, it was around November, sometime around this time, maybe last year, where I was just like, I'm not doing this year. Like this year, I'm beating depression's ass.
Yes.
I don't know if I can curse on here, but I'm like, I am not doing it this year. So I needed to do something. And this is what the thing was.
Yeah.
And I found that there is helpful parts of it and there were harmful parts of it. I think going out in nature was super helpful.
Yeah.
Especially like that cold plunge energy. Like just diving into it rather than trying to avoid it was really helpful.
Yeah.
Because it's so beautiful out there. Like I was walking, I'd be hiking and I'd see like a deer.
Aww.
I love deer.
So
They're
wholesome.
so magical. I know.
Yeah, I love
I'd see
that.
like little bodies of water frozen over. And I'm like, I never get to see this in real life. Like it's just like nature always has something to offer us.
Yeah,
totally.
And so nature's always healing for me.
And it's humbling. That's what I love about it too. It
So
like reminds you
humbling.
how small we really are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Respect.
And how a part of everything we are. Like,
Yes.
This isn't separate from us.
Yes.
This is our nature. Like it's here all the time. Anyway. I just love nature.
Yeah.
So that was healing for me. It was very meditative as well. And working out got a lot of my frustration out. I have 3 Aries placements. A lot of
Ooh, fire.
She's a spicy girl.
I love it.
there's a lot. So I needed to kind of like get that out. And so that was helpful to kind of just like have something to focus on. However, it was very intense, and I think it's what I needed at the time. But I had to like maybe halfway through find my own way in it and start to be a little more intentional with like, okay, Kylie, 45 minutes twice a day, like that's a bit much. Like, what are we even trying to do right now? So I'd modify it, or I'd just like, yoga still counts anyway, even though that's not where my mind was. But I'd be like, today I'm just gonna do yoga.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for a 20-minute walk. We're gonna go, and also because I do have PCOS, being more aware of that, because at the end of the challenge, I like stopped working out. And
I remember that because I was like, hey, we're all taking a kickboxing class. You want to come? And you're like, no, I just finished 75 hard and I'm never working out again.
I was like, no, not doing it. Actually, I'm checked out. I can't do it. But yeah, I just stopped. And I think it was like I hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
My body was like, so what? Like, I don't know if it was my blood sugar or what. And I'm still kind of getting used to PCOS at this stage of my life because in the beginning, all it was like, I just don't have a period that often.
Yeah.
I didn't have any other real symptoms.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to experience the hormonal shifts. So when I stopped, like I got real like weak and like it just felt weird. I felt weird in my body. And I had to learn like, oh, I can't just go hard like that and then go for a full hard stop. Like that's not what my body wants.
No hardcore. No hardcore.
No hardcore.
Just softcore here.
Softcore. So, anyways, so from there, that's when I created Sacred 60, which is more, it's softer, it's more intuitive. I also have a group, surrounding that. So we meet weekly to kind of like, I remind them like, okay, let's be gracious. Sometimes I'm a little too soft. I'm like, I don't know if I'm being too soft with y'all right now, but just make sure you take a little rest if you need to. Like, it's okay. You could just stretch. You could just just do a little chair yoga.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that.
But yeah, because like there are, we all know there's times where you are going really hard and maybe you should be. And there's times where you should also like chill out. And so I encourage women especially to just honor that because you're literally bleeding for humanity. Like, literally, like you're bleeding to birth the next generation. So maybe be a little gentle on yourself and tune into what you actually need right now because your body is trying to speak to you. And while I was doing that challenge, like 75 hard, I was trying to tell my body, this is what we're doing. So suck it up.
Yes.
You're going to eat a banana and go to the gym.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's why, and that's how that happened. But this is funny because it's like a year, and almost an exact year later. So I'm excited to see like how far the Sacred 60 challenge has come and like how everybody's loved it so far. And it's just been amazing. Yeah.
Tell us more about what makes the Sacred 60 challenge different from 75 hard.
Okay. Sacred 60 is different because, well, first of all, it's 60 days, which is just
we love it.
Yeah.
So much softer than 75.
Softer, it's rounder.
Right, it's rounder.
We love
think about what a 7 looks like, and then think about what a 5 looks like.
Yeah.
Sharp.
True.
Obviously a man came up with that. So
men and their numbers.
That's 7. A 7 and a 5 are 2 men standing next to each other. Like that's what that is.
I love it.
So a 60 is just so much softer. It's also 2 moon cycles. So you can also kind of like literally twice go by the rhythm of your own cycle.
I love that.
And learn your cycle, like learn what it's saying to you. Also it involves a more spiritual aspect. So I also there's 6 pillars. Please don't ask me to name them because I forgot. I don't forget, but I always forget at least one.
Yeah.
But it involves meditation, journaling, and also the body. I call it body movement because I don't want it to be. It can change. Like,
yes.
Sometimes it's gym. Sometimes it's massaging your foot. Sometimes it's, like literally
definitely
what your body needs. It's about like body awareness and then providing that, whatever that need is for yourself at that time. And so it's just it's a softer approach and it's a more intuitive approach with a spiritual spin twist because I'm a spiritual life coach.
Yeah. I love that.
But yeah, that's kind of the difference. It's just, it's more feminine. It's softer, softcore.
When you bring creativity into it as well.
Oh, yes. Right? See, I always forget one. And that's like one of the most important ones, guys. Like creativity is also something that really helped me through my grieving process. Like having an outlet. As you know, like I started making music and it just really helped alleviate that need for expression.
Yeah.
And I also think that's just a part of life that we don't prioritize enough. Like after I started creating, I was like, no, this is necessary. Like
Definitely.
I should be doing this more. I
Everybody
need to be doing this.
needs to be
Everyone. I think
doing
people will be like, oh, I can't paint. Oh, I can't whatever. And I'm like, that is not true.
No.
Right.
Like freaking close your eyes, go like this with a paintbrush, like just let it flow. It's so meditative. You get in the little flow state.
Yeah.
Like it's not a competition.
Yeah.
It's just
also,
being. It's like a big practice of being present.
And it doesn't have to be beautiful. Like who said art has to be beautiful?
Yeah.
It can be anything. Like
Yeah.
I've made some paintings that are brown and black. Like nobody's going to hang that in their house. But I needed to get it out. And it went on some canvas.
Yeah.
Now it exists in the
I
world.
love that.
That's a very good
And
point.
I feel better.
Yeah.
I've gotten it out.
That's a very good point. From a spiritual standpoint, art is literally spirit moving through you. It's literally, one of my favorite shaman talks about this, but like, I'm not going to get into his whole thing, but I could go, my brain is like, should we do? Should we tell him about the book? But anyways, he talks about how like in his culture, everybody in the village has a role and every role is equally as important.
Yeah.
And some people are artists, but really everybody is existing as a channel for spirit to move through this, like in some way.
Yeah.
So art is literally that. It's just that. And I think, like you said, there's no competition. I think, especially in the art community, there definitely is, which is so interesting to me because I'm like, the whole reason you're an artist is just to express.
Yeah.
And we lose that when it starts to, let's make this into a career, or let's make money off of it, and let's be better than the next person or even better than ourselves last year or whatever. But you're just expressing who you are today, right now.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I did, so where I used to work would do little virtual like team building because we were all remote. And so during election time, it was obviously a very, very stressful time of year. I was not motivated. I was very just bad energy. And I had already previously signed up for this little workshop team building where we did like a Bob Ross painting for 90 minutes virtually with this Bob Ross painter guy. And I didn't want to do it. I was like, I'm not in the mood. This is awful. And then literally afterwards, I was like, I needed that. Like my energy was just, it did a 180, just being present, practicing the non-attachment of I'm not attached to what my painting looks like. I'm just here. We're flowing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So I think really it is so powerful in so many ways to exercise that creative brain, even if it is just like finger painting, touching, a little bit more somatic sensory work, like very empowering.
I'm so glad you said that.
Plug Splatter Studio because that's one of my favorites. I don't know if you guys have been there. You basically like get a poncho.
Is it there's one on the Beltline, right? Am I making that up?
I don't think there's one on the Beltline.
Okay.
There's one
My brain
in
likes to
Virginia
make
Highlands.
Me too.
I wish there was one on the Beltline. I would go more.
That would make
Okay.
But they give you like a poncho and all of these tools, and you
Yes.
have this big canvas, and you stand like 10 feet back, and you just like fling the paint. They have like water guns. You could
we're
shoot
gonna go
the
do
paint.
that.
It's
We'll do softcore
that.
wellness splatter paint.
so
Yes.
cathartic. Like
I love that.
Literally, I was just like, whatever. I'm just like flinging paint, and then afterwards, I was like, no, I need
that was
that.
therapy.
something.
I
paint
needed
therapy.
that.
Yeah.
It's really
That's
fun.
so cool. Okay,
love
we'll
that.
plug it in the little caption too so people can check it out.
Yeah.
Description box.
Yeah.
Splatter Studio Party. But
I
yeah,
love
the
that.
creativity I think is huge.
Yeah.
I know when you host the Sacred 60 Challenge, you are also participating. So what are some of your goals? You have one starting soon, January
18th.
18th.
It's on the new moon in
And
Capricorn.
Can people still sign up?
Yes, they can.
Yeah, I want to do it. I think that sounds so cool.
Yeah, you should. So you can join whenever, but
Okay.
if you want to do the whole, you could also do like, I'm working on like, 75 hard is there's a soft and a medium.
Yeah.
I'm working on there being tiers. So you can kind of like come in whenever
Yeah, I love
and
that.
do it your own way.
Okay.
Because what if you want to like do it on the day your period starts or something? I don't know.
Right.
But
Okay.
anyway,
I love that.
yeah. So I do it usually by a moon cycle. But yeah, so it's in my Patreon and you can sign up whenever. We meet weekly, usually on Mondays. Virtually,
Okay.
yes. We meet
So
virtually.
we can do it anywhere in the country.
Anywhere.
You can join in anywhere in the world. You can join in.
World.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So Good point. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we meet virtually and we just kind of talk about like what we've been doing, what, artistically or physically, whatever comes up for you. And we do hit on all the pillars, but it's also sometimes just like a support group and we talk about what's going on. So it's been really beautiful, and just to see like how it's been impactful for people, which, okay, wait. Okay, oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
I wanted to ask you, like,
I love it.
it must feel so good, like helping people through this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, what
my
an
God.
affirmation that you're like doing amazing work.
I'm on my
that
period.
was so awkward.
That was weird. It's day 3. Okay. But yeah, like I did it for me, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I've always wanted to create a community. And when I started doing this, I was like, oh, this is the community that I was always meant to build.
Oh.
Because it's so much more purposeful when it's like, this is an actual solution for an actual problem that I had.
Yeah.
And then to
That's so
see other
beautiful.
people like reach out to me and be like, I'm so glad that you did this. And like, this is so helpful for me. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't even, I guess I know that that's happening, but like, it doesn't, I'm just kind of like in the weeds of it. And then when I see that, I'm like,
The
oh,
day-to-day.
It helps. It's helping you zoom out and get the perspective shift, just like you mentioned earlier. You're like, oh, it's so humbling and so in such a beautiful way. I love that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's just been really cool and rewarding for me. And just being a spiritual life coach in general is rewarding. That happens all the time where I'm like, oh, I'm helping people. Like, this
I'm
is
really
cool.
doing something.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been good. But yeah, it's in my Patreon.
Yes. And we'll link that as
we'll
well.
have all the
Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely join if you feel.
Do you do it only one time a year, or what? How many cycles do you do a year usually?
So this is my 3rd time doing it.
Okay.
Consecutively. So it'll be like 2 months on 2 months. I mean, 1 month off.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 months at a time. I like it that way. For me personally, though, I show up differently each time.
Sure.
This winter season is when I go the hardest.
Yeah.
I know this is softcore, but I like going hard. I have a lot of fire energy, like I said earlier. And this time of year, like I said, I'm combating this like seasonal depression energy.
Definitely.
So I need to get this energy out now. And it's also like ends right before my birthday.
Oh yeah.
So that's extra like inspiration for me. So this is the time where I show up the most. You know what I mean? I do have to listen to myself and know that like spring, summer, fall is a different version of myself where I don't show up the same.
Absolutely. We talk about that here too. Like the seasons are different. Our whole last episode, we were talking about like January is actually a really hard time to set resolutions and change your whole life. And like the energy is just not super supportive for that right now. It's more like, let's go hibernate and chill. And so, yeah, exactly. Seasonally.
I was just talking about that yesterday on TikTok Live.
Yeah.
About how like do not feel bad if this is not your time to like, for some reason it is for me, but I've always seen winter time as like grind mode for whatever reason because I'm not doing anything else.
I have too. I used to be like right before the holidays would be like when I'd really get my ass in gear with like fitness, diet, whatever. I was just so motivated. But I also think people in the community need that, right? Like sometimes they need someone to push them. They need a coach that's going to have a little more spice than that they might have, but that still lets them honor meeting themselves where they're at. If it's still not at the same level as you.
Exactly.
Kind of vibe. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I love about it too. It's like whoever you are in this season, be that. Like maybe you want to focus more so on just the creative aspect and that's fine. Maybe more so on the journaling or the meditating, and that's also fine. But yeah, I think for me, this is like the way I hibernate is going to the gym and is being creative and doing these things. This doesn't feel like more so in the spring, I want to be just talking to people, doing things. Like,
I was going to say, those are versions of going inward.
Right.
It doesn't mean you have to actually like stay in your house.
Right.
Hibernation can be internal. And I think going to the gym, depending on what you're doing, can also be very like introspective.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah. Because I kind of see all these things as a meditation. Like the gym is like, I have my headphones in.
Yeah.
I'm doing like, that's kind of like a form of shadow work or meditation. Then if I'm painting or if I'm doing music, I'm like releasing. And then if I'm journaling, I'm emptying my mind of these things. And like, So it all is kind of internal for sure. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
What are, if you're willing to share, what are some of the things you're working on in this round of your for you personally?
Glad you asked. Okay. So last year, or maybe even the year before that, I was working more so on like music things. And I'm still doing that, but I am learning how to DJ.
Oh my God, that's fun.
Yeah. So I'm super excited because I got a little Serato thing for my birthday, for my 30th birthday. Woo. I'll be 33 in March. So 3 years ago, and I still haven't really learned how to use it.
It's okay. It's a journey.
It's a journey.
It's okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
It was bought for this time.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
I deal with that with like books, especially. I'm buying this now, but that's for future.
But it's for future. Right.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And it's time. It has arrived.
Yeah.
That's amazing that you're going to learn how to be a DJ. I'm so jealous. That's on my list of potential future hobbies.
Yeah.
I just don't want to invest in the equipment. So I'm going to live vicariously through you and witness this birth.
Yeah. Yeah. If you ever want to just like press a button.
I do.
Yeah. It's important
100% do.
It is.
It is.
No, it is. It's important work.
It is.
Like I kind of want to change my title to something that has to do with like, I see myself as someone who just wants to like create vibes. Like,
yes.
I just, whether it's like a meditation.
Vibe alchemist.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that.
A retreat, a group, a community, a challenge. Like, like I want to be on the Beltline, just like good vibes. Like,
yeah, I love that.
You know, it is important work.
It is.
I agree.
Absolutely. People need it more than they think that they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that's been really interesting, even as we've been starting and launching Softcore Wellness, is we did this beautiful event up in Buckhead where I taught like a short yoga session. We had a beautiful catered event. We had a stretch therapist come in. But then we had like a live podcast discussion to talk through how to stay grounded during the holidays and the chaos and like winter wellness. And speaking of imposter syndrome, it's been very vulnerable, a practice for me at least, like launching a podcast and really, you know, I can be photographed all day long. I can go teach a class for an hour. Like I'm so used to that, but really like bearing it all and showing up and being so authentically myself for longer periods of time, whether it's in person or digitally, has been a huge act of vulnerability. So I remember being terrified of this event in a way, but then so humbled and like full of gratitude at how these women were coming up to us being like, wow, I almost didn't come to this. I didn't realize this was the therapy I needed. I didn't realize this was the community that I needed. The discussions, it was incredible. And I think that is part of the important work, but I think that people are craving this deeper connection that we're not getting and that we're lacking from social media and just more superficial relationships that we have, that things have become so transactional,
Right.
that really sitting and creating a safe, vulnerable space to just exist
Yeah.
in the energy that you are in presently is just, it's just such a big shift. It's just, it's important work.
Yeah.
And we need it so much.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. That's exactly okay. Since this is my second time mentioning him, I'm going to say his name. And he deserves for his name to be said anyway. But his name is Malidoma Some. He's a shaman from Burkina Faso. And I was connected with him through his books, maybe 2020-ish. And his wife also, she wrote a book called The Spirit of Intimacy that I read even before I knew about his books. But anyway, she talks about actually in her book, The Spirit of Intimacy, ritual and what it means and how it operates. And it's like in their community, everything is a ritual. So like what you just described just reminded me of that. And it's like, it's just about creating an environment and not having to really necessarily control all of the ins and outs of the play-by-play of what will happen, but simply like creating the environment of safety for spirit to come in and do its work.
Yeah.
And like you said, like existing as yourself and in a place where you're able to be raw and vulnerable allows for something to shift within you, especially when you're around other people who are in that same energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's so important because I think everything is a ritual. Like you said, like that event, or if you have a music event, a DJ event, like there's different energies that you're cultivating in these spaces. So as long as you're intentional with the what you're wanting to create, like it'll just happen. And I think that's such a beautiful thing to experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for saying that, because it's just like, it's encouraging me to continue like creating those spaces. Like you guys did here with this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. The affirmations are there. And I think that I keep saying humbling, but it's so humbling in a beautiful way and so inspiring at the same time.
Yeah.
Because when we lose the forest for the trees sometime, and I'm like, oh, who wants to listen to me yap for an hour on a podcast? And then I have people be like, oh my God, like that one thing you said, or this one thing that Chelsea said was so impactful. It's like, that's all that matters. One person resonating with one piece. Like, that's what we're here for each other. I think, like, what is the point of living? Like the human experience and community and connection. And so to be able to inspire someone else or help someone else feel seen or feel safe to be vulnerable and express something that, you know, they've been struggling with, I think that's the work too.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this a little bit before you got here today, Savannah, but I think we're shifting from a culture where we have really been having our eyes on celebrity and movie stars in Hollywood and influencers who are maybe not very relatable. I mean, for me, I know it's tied to a big astrological shift that's happening with Pluto moving into Aquarius, and that sort of shifts everything energetically to be more authentic, a little bit more feminine energy leading. But there really is a gap of authentic, real life people for people to connect to, and social media is so huge. So I think what you're doing on TikTok and hopefully what we're creating here is a safe space for people to see real people and connect with people doing real things in the world and not just a Kardashian.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think especially in the wellness space and in the fitness part of the wellness umbrella, with social media, it's all very much whose abs showed the most, how strong am I, how tiny is my waist, all of these things and all of these pressures, when it's like people want to see real bodies, like not just the airbrushed or the like 2% of people that have like genetics that are strong in that way, or that like lean in that way of like the very thin or whatever, like Western culture is, you know, brainwashing us to think is beautiful, and to really be like, no, I'm here. This is a real person that you can relate to. I'm not just a little robot.
Right.
Yeah. I just saw a post recently, and it was this lady, and she was showing her regular body in a bikini. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like a regular body in a bikini. Like this is the normal type of body that I would see anywhere, like just in a bikini. And the comments, I was expecting to be like, cool, yeah, like whatever. They were so terrible. Like, I was like, people were like, you're looking for attention and da-da-da, like,
oh my God,
just saying all these terrible things about her, like, cool, but get a better bikini. Like, I was like,
oh my God,
are you guys hearing her? Like, this is exactly what she was trying to not do. Like, it was so weird to me, but it's just so weird how some, you know, there's some versions of our reality who they're still not like getting it. Like, like
totally.
It's okay. Like, it's okay. And even if you felt that way, like, why would you go out of yourself to comment a negative thing under someone's
why
like
spend that
vulnerable
energy?
Post? Yeah, it was really weird. But
social media comment culture is
it's
absolutely wild.
Not in a good way.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It was
and
weird.
I don't understand why.
I don't get it either. It's like, I don't understand like the competitiveness between women that I think society brainwashes us to feel. It's just like, that is so energetically taxing.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we just like cheer each other on and like be proud of our friends and stuff like that in a genuine way versus
100%.
letting insecurity drive us or how we've been conditioned.
Yeah. I think
I don't get it.
For me, what I realized in corporate America was that for such a long time, there was only space for one or two women in certain areas. And so I think people got defensive of what was theirs to keep it. And in reality, I think we just need to be making more space. And again, I think you're making more space with what you're doing. You tried a challenge that I do think was created by men, and you're like, this did not fit right. Women need more space. We have a different rhythm. Our hormones shift throughout the month, whereas for men, it's a 24-hour hormone cycle. So like what works for men is great for men. It doesn't work for women. And there's so much in the wellness space that is that also. Even with cold plunges, like I just learned like women should absolutely be doing cold plunges. It has to be a different temperature than what men do. If there's ice cubes in the tub, it's probably too cold and it will send us into like a cortisol response. And men don't have that same reaction to the ice bath cold plunge. And so just making more space for research, making more space for these conversations so that women can see like, oh, this thing I've been trying to do so hard wasn't built for me, wasn't meant for me. And there are spaces that are.
Yeah.
Instead of, keeping people out and protecting.
I had that's so important. And there's so many things I want to say right now. So also, I forgot to mention this, within Sacred 60, I have guest speakers sometimes.
Oh, I love that. Wow.
So I had a family friend, she just graduated actually with her master's in, I don't remember the name of it, but something to do with women's health. And so she came to us because she has done so much research on menopause specifically to talk to us. Because I've gone to one of her talks and I learned so much about menopause that I had no idea about that hasn't even really been researched until recently. And I learned also that women's health in general, I think, just started being heavily researched 40 years ago. And so like we have, and that's just, so obviously we only scratched the surface of it. Period. Women's health, period. Half of the population, period. Like we don't even know about us. We don't even know about us.
No.
So even like what you just said, like with the cortisol levels, there's just so much information that we're having to learn through our lives because no one's teaching us because they don't know, because they're not researching it, or they didn't research it properly. They were just scrambling brains and putting us in crazy houses and
definitely
telling us to shut up and beating us. Like that was sorry, trigger warning, but trigger warning, like, but that's the women experience in this society. And so it's so important to educate ourselves. But I'm glad that I was able to have her come, and I think I might have her come again this time because I think we just need to know, like, knowledge is power.
Yes.
Like it's not, I don't think that we should wait for a menopausal age to talk about menopause.
Totally.
Well, and I also don't think that only women should be talking about it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
This is basic things we all need to know.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, and perimenopause is real and we're all in it. And like my mom is in her early 60s and I was there over the holidays and like she's still having hot flashes and things. And I was like, when is menopause done? She was like, I don't know. I'm like, how can they not like find out? Like, what is the end point of menopause and how do you know?
What? I think
wild to me.
If I remember correctly, it doesn't. Never mind. I'm not going to say much. But she talked about that. There are answers.
Okay.
But I think
but like her doctor clearly doesn't know.
No.
But like I do know like research to like your regular practitioner knowing usually is like 15 to 20 years, which is also wild.
Yeah.
Like confirmed research to it being something your doctor implements is like 15 to 20 years.
Wow, that's wild.
No, it's a long time. And it's not, it's a long time, and it's also not like, what am I trying to say? It's just the start of something new. Like you're becoming a new person. And so a lot of it is like, a lot of women experience like feeling disassociated from themselves. Like, I'm sure you've experienced like brain fog with PCOS or just like not being able to remember certain things, feeling frustrated. That happens a lot, and sometimes for very prolonged periods of time. And like I said, with like it not just being a women's issue, because that's something that would affect your partner, your children.
Definitely.
So
your coworkers.
I've had coworkers who they're having a hot flash, and I was like in my early 20s, and one of my coworkers had a hot flash. She's like, "Oh, I just need to sit down real quick," and I was like, "Oh, cool, whatever." But like, I don't know what she's going through really, because I don't have any information about what that really means. Like, so not just the hot flashes, but like, what does that mean for how your brain is working this week or this year, or you know what I mean? Did you lose your car keys this morning? Like did that keep you from getting to work? Were you able to do your work when you got here? Like, anyway, it's crazy how like that's a whole thing that we just don't talk about, and then women have to just pretend like it's not happening to us.
Yeah.
Especially in those work environments, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really passionate about that subject.
No, I love that.
No, we definitely want to deep dive on that. And I think
Yeah.
too, just in my experience as a woman and having this body my whole life, like even when we were going through puberty and periods and masturbation and growing hairs in weird places, like we talked about some of it. No one told me I was going to have a nipple hair. Like, and I freaked out.
Yeah.
Like, just more conversations about like the full spectrum
Yes.
of normal
Yes.
at
Yeah.
every stage with women's health, women's bodies, our mental,
Yeah.
the whole thing
There's
Definitely.
so
is
much.
so important.
So important. It's so complicated.
Mhm.
And then we find ourselves having to either constantly hide it or constantly have to educate people on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
my
It's
whole
exhausting.
existence is like
I'm
a,
tired.
it's exhausting.
Yeah. Don't you know I have PCOS? I'm tired.
Right. I'm sorry.
I'm tired.
Basically.
Wait, can we take a moment and tell people what PCOS is?
Yeah.
If
Can
you're willing to share.
I feel like I'm just learning about it.
Mhm.
So I'll say a little piece, but I
Yeah.
want you to probably expound because you probably know more about it.
Oh, I don't know if I know more technically. I
Okay.
know the side of it that has to do with insulin resistance.
Right. Okay.
The part that I am aware of. But-
Okay. Well, and I guess we all have different experiences with it, but that's part of it that I didn't even realize was a thing.
Mhm.
So, like I said earlier, like when I don't remember when I found out I had it, but growing
Did you just like realize with the symptoms? Can they test for that? I don't even know if they can. Like, how
I
do you find
think I maybe it was my first time at the gynecologist and
Okay.
they saw that, girl, you got
Gotcha.
cysts on your ovaries.
that? Oh, okay.
So I'm sure that's how that happened.
Gotcha. Okay. Which is really just a symptom.
Which is just a
of
symptom.
What PCOS actually is.
And I just learned that.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
my only symptom before that was the cysts and then not having a regular period. So I'd
Mhm.
have my period like every 3 months,
Mhm.
6 months sometimes. Like I just barely had one.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. Like
Right. Lucky
that's
me.
not really right. Like it's not really a symptom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a pain point for me.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So it wasn't until recently, and it's funny because this happened. Okay. I was working from home. I had a terrible desk setup. I was working at my grandmother's house on a wooden chair.
Oof.
Girl. Until I
Yeah.
bought a real chair. And even then, like, I just had bad posture.
Mhm.
So I went to the chiropractor.
Mm.
The chiropractor they were recommended to me. They happened to be someone who focused on women's health.
I love that.
I don't know if that's why, but when I started going to the chiropractor, I started having, first, I had a huge influx of hormonal changes, which basically, I didn't go to the doctor for this. I probably should have, but basically, it feels like it turned me into it felt like I had I was bipolar.
Mm.
I would have really low lows and then I'd have really high highs right after.
Mhm.
And it was so scary and
So
weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'd feel like manic happy, like scary happy.
Yeah.
And then I'd crash. And that happened for maybe a month and a half. And I was exhausted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I had like the worst period of my life after that. And what I think was happening was like, as I went to the chiropractor, they were aligning my
Mm-hmm.
spine to be able to like connect all of
Mhm.
the,
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it, but the neurons were being shot off to finally release all these hormones that
Definitely.
haven't been released my whole life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's my hypothesis. Didn't go to
Yeah.
the doctor, but
Yeah.
what would they know anyway, right? They don't
They
know
were
about
Yeah.
learning
health.
something that allowed something to flow the way it was maybe supposed to.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So
Technical medical terminology.
right. So I got this like flood of emotion, and then I started to do the research and realized what PCOS really is, which is a hormonal imbalance.
Mm.
And the symptom is cysts. It's also hairs on your chin. It's also, irregular periods. It's also the moodiness, all that stuff. But it is a hormonal imbalance. And so now I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in a space where I'm like, I think I've already been doing this unconsciously. I think Spirit's been leading me to heal myself through foods and the chiropractor. And I'm like, okay, so I just need to focus on my actual hormonal health, which is like, the foods I eat don't have too much sugar. I do have diabetes that runs in my family, so I have to be aware of that.
Yeah,
the first time I went to the doctor and they told me I was pre-diabetic, I went to work and it was like during my work day, and like I told them, they said I was pre-diabetic. I was in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, you probably just ate something before and you're probably not pre-diabetic, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. Being naive. I didn't pay any attention to that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know, I knew I had PCOS. I also didn't know that was correlated because I didn't know it was a hormonal imbalance. And now I'm looking back.
You probably had
I probably was pre-diabetic and did nothing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as far as I know, and again, we are not medical professionals, so take this with many grains of salt, but PCOS is caused by insulin resistance, which is also what causes type 2 diabetes, and pre-diabetes, which is what comes before type 2 diabetes. So in theory, you're probably more genetically predisposed to insulin resistance, which means your body stores fat in places that it really isn't supposed to, like your liver and your muscle tissue, which makes it harder for your insulin to perform well, which is the path that leads you to type 2 diabetes. But my understanding is PCOS is a symptom of insulin resistance.
Okay, interesting.
Along with other things. Supposedly now there's research that ties like Alzheimer's to insulin resistance and its impact on the brain and things like that.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I think everyone should be tested for those markers to see, especially with the standard American diet. But
Oh, yeah, for sure. The standard American diet.
Yeah. It's called SAD for a reason.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's been a journey, learning my own self through like experience. It's so crazy. Like even without PCOS, I'm sure like, cause so with all of that, I'm basically just now having a regular woman experience for the first time. And so I'm like, wait, y'all every month? Every month?
Literally. It's nonstop. You're like, oh yay, and then it's there again.
It's there again.
Well, and then when you really break down like the phases over the month, it's like,
right.
Well, I have 2 days. I've got 2 good days.
Right.
And the rest of the time I am on this fucking journey.
Yeah, literally.
Right. I got 2 good days and then I'm like preparing for the bad days and then I'm super hungry and then I'm emotional and then I'm like, I don't know why I'm emotional and then I realize why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just starts over.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. The hormone stuff, like, learning about that. I don't know if it is like ignorance is bliss and I shouldn't have learned or what, but it's so much and it's so complicated and it's
very complex.
I think it's super important. I think if you're building a life, we were talking about, corporate America and like, I think even like with the age of Aquarius, I think we're building, especially as women, but really everybody is building like a life of their own. And so I think it's important to know those things because you don't have to, if you're building a life of your own, this is what I told myself. Maybe I'm delusional, but I feel like, I shouldn't have to work as hard or maybe at all at the time where I feel so emotionally volatile. It's probably not smart, first of all. I shouldn't be sending out messages. I shouldn't be talking to people. Right? At least not that kind of work, right? Maybe not face fronting. Maybe I should be doing more of the creative things or the cleaning, the purging, the back end stuff. And I think if you're not in a regular job where you have to pretend, it's important to be aware that you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to show up as like, hi, and so I've had to learn how to be, if that's the kind of life I want to lead, be intentional with like, okay, Kai, like actually you're doing this so that you don't have to show up when you feel this way.
Yeah, today's a day for napping.
Watch a movie.
I love that.
Have a chocolate. Or maybe, maybe not because I'm, sugar, maybe not the best, but you know what I mean? Do something, definitely. Eat, just chill for a second. And then when you do rev back up, you're going to be on it because you actually took the time to rest and that's what your body needed. And then you're going to be able to like, okay, cool. And then rest again. And so I think it's important that you learn that and are able to talk about it because maybe I needed to hear that,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's good. And I think a good segue into closing out on the Sacred 60 because you talked about it being 60 days. So that gives women an opportunity 2 whole months to really tune in to their individual cycle and track it in a notebook. You can use apps, but I prefer manual tracking for many reasons. So that you can kind of see your pattern. And then, when the Sacred 60 ends, you still have all of that data to know, like, okay, this is week 2 and I'm more tired this week or whatever.
Exactly. And I've had people like join and then continue to show up every season because I do think it is like a catalyst to a different kind of lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'll ever stop, like, because it's not like I need to. Like, it is just me moving through life intuitively and learning myself, and like that's what I should be doing. And like I said, creating a life through the understanding of myself. So, but yeah, tracking it, making sure that being aware, like, oh, okay, that's why I kind of like connecting those dots where it is a lot, but really, I think if you just surrender to it, it's actually not at all a lot. I mean, it's maybe a lot to explain with words. Yeah. But it's really just like, oh, I feel like this, I'll do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I saw a therapist out in Seattle after some life changes, and I was having a lot of panic attacks. And I'd be like, this is so embarrassing. I hate having these panic attacks. They're debilitating. And I feel like someone going through like menopause, maybe they're having like these hot flashes. That's embarrassing. They don't like it. It negatively impacts their lives. And the biggest practice, and it was truly a practice, was the surrender part and becoming the observer of, okay, I'm feeling this in my body. I know what it is. I did a lot of journaling of when I would have these like flare-ups of panic attacks. And then I would go back and read, because every time you feel like you're dying and it's the first time you've experienced it. And I'm like, oh wait, this is
I've
normal.
done this before.
This is normal. Like, I've experienced this. I can get through it. But the surrender of like not feeling the shame about it, and then tuning in to have the awareness of, these are things physiologically happening in my body. And sometimes the train leaves the station. You're on the train and you've got to wait for it to come to a stop. And that's okay. And it can be a part of you without being like a shameful thing. And I think the knowledge of what is going on in your body, the science behind it, is so empowering in that way too, to help you surrender to whatever those things are that are happening in your life. And that you may feel in cycles or on a regular basis.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Even though it might feel like a lot of work initially to start tracking it or to pay attention to all of these things, like it definitely will be like, oh my God, this is so much at first. But for me personally, I know it's better to be like, I'm just living in a mystery and I don't know why anything ever happens versus like, I'm going to do some hard work for like a month or 2. And then 6 months from now, it's just going to be ingrained.
Yeah,
like I'm going to know, it's day 7 or I'm this, or I know I need extra sleep that day and I can build that into my life.
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
And it's setting yourself up for success in the long run is basically what it is. It's like, how can I maximize my day, my energy, to be the best version of myself, so I can show up for work in the best way, for my friends, for myself. How can I be the most successful? Whatever that means to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Something I've learned recently is how to like not talk all the time.
Like sit in silence?
Yeah. Yes. But also, if I'm feeling very like volatile, like maybe don't express that feeling now. Like maybe, you know, because, and that comes with knowing myself. I could, like you said, like if I live in that bubble of like, I don't know why anything's ever happening, I could just be like, say something off the wall and then be like, well, I don't know why I said it. I meant it at the time. But it's like, no, no, like you're, like be aware of where you're at and okay, oh wait, I'm emotional right now. Okay, so like let's just journal about it. And then like in a couple of weeks we can come back to that. So that you kind of just like avoid all of the chaos that could happen from you not being aware of yourself.
That's beautiful. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. And then also one more thing is creating the solutions for those things. And sometimes for me at least, a lot of times it's community, especially a woman-led community, which is a part of Sacred 60 as well. Like sometimes I just need a safe space. Yeah. I just need a safe space. Once I have that safe space, I can go back into the world like ready.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we talk about community a lot here.
Yeah.
And it's important. It's always been important. I think it's becoming even more important in the world that we live in to have like real connections whether they're in real life or on the internet. Some of my internet friends are the most incredible
No,
people.
absolutely. That is a positive of the internet for sure.
Same.
I love that.
And just people who you feel like get you and can challenge you in healthy ways, but, you know, make you feel safe and seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
So important.
Yeah. Internet friends are honestly the best.
Yeah.
I've met some great
Me
people.
too. I love it.
Yeah.
Some of them I've even met in real life.
Yeah, I love that
Same.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. It's like, oh, my internet friend has legs.
Right.
That's so funny.
That's funny.
I mean, you don't, you know, you're usually
Yeah.
sitting.
Yeah. And you don't even know how tall they are until
Yeah.
you're like,
Oh my God. Yeah. Right.
They're always shorter.
So funny. Oh
They're
yeah,
always
you're very tall.
Yeah, they're always shorter.
Kai and I are about the same height.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I love that.
I love it.
On that note,
On that note.
Yeah.
do we have anything else we want to cover?
I just want to thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for inviting me. I feel very honored.
Yeah.
When Chelsea told me about this, I was like, this is first of all perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for you guys, for your new fresh start. And I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
We're
you for
super
being
excited to have you.
vulnerable,
Yeah.
sharing your experience,
Mhm.
your projects. I love the community that you're building. I can't wait to try it and be a part of it.
Yeah.
And for future collaborations and just creating a safe space together today. I really, really appreciate it.
We're creating more space.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you guys. This is so
Yeah.
great.
Will you quickly plug your socials, what your handle is on social media, and we will also put it in the comments or the description.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Kai. It is the Kai Priestess on everything: Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Yeah.
It might be something else.
Well, we'll have it corrected
but it'll be
by the time
there.
we launch. Yeah, we'll
Right.
make sure all of it's in there.
But it is the Kai Priestess on all platforms, and on all platforms you can look in the link in my bio and get to every other platform.
I love it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
In softness we thrive.
Thank you for listening to Softcore Wellness. We'd like to thank our team at Focal Point Narrative,
Soul Flows Studios,
the Union Fit Hub,
Stella at Star Metals in West Midtown, Atlanta, Georgia.
and don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube and anywhere else that you listen.
You can find us on our socials at We Are Softcore Wellness. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.